And I've checked out. One more stop at my favourite cafe, and then we get a train to Roma Termini, where I booked the Frecciarossa to Milan. Oh, it's closed today. I guess we're skipping straight to the station. So I have a spare travel day on my Interrail pass from the last trip that I made to Lucerne and Mannheim. So this time, I thought, why not use that? Go to Milan and maybe have a day trip to Lake Garda. Quick stop at the 24/7. I've had a cappuccino while I wait for my train. And here's the train into Roma Termini.
It is possible to change in this station for underground, lines A and B.
And there's my Frecciarossa to Milano. Centrale. A few minutes early. And here's my connecting train to Desenzano.
Del treno 26-25 diretto a Verona Porta al Mare.
Clean. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy your journey.
Va bene, comunque quando torno, quando arriva a Verona.
Train. See where we can grab a quick pizza. This looks like a pizzeria I could check out. Pizza acquired. Now to sit somewhere on the lake. God, I love a good thin crust. Right. Time to tuck in. Not bad. That was a decent pizza. I'll give that a solid 8 out of 10. And this view is a solid 10 out of 10. Yes, the lake's so big they even have a proper beach. Looks like this gelateria has too much of a queue. It was a victim of its own success, I see. Here's one with no queue. Yeah, this nocciola gelato really hits the spot. There's a tourist restaurant over there.
Un altro bacio, la sigla del cliente, sembra quasi di fumare il tuo profumo.
Do I have another coffee? There's a Frecciarossa for Venice. And here's my train back to Milan.
We are now approaching Pioltello-Limito.
Changing trains here for an S5 to Gallarate. So I've arrived at Gallarate and managed to charge up my phone, and I have a perfect view of the station and a surprisingly good accommodation. It's actually quite a nice station. It's only 2 stops away from Malpensa Airport, so it'll be very convenient when I fly back tomorrow. Yeah, and if anyone's flying into Malpensa or have a layover, this is the place to go. Nice to see some trains are still running despite the strike. This is the pizzeria I had in mind. It's going to close in soon, so better order quick. Probably the best prices in northern Italy. Pizza acquired. And right before closing time, props to the pizziolos for doing the job. That's another pizzeria worth visiting, and it's open a little bit later. Yeah, looks decent. So let's get a slice and tuck in. Every time I get good pizzas. Look how thin that base is. That's what you want, yeah? The crust. This is how you do pizza. The pesto really adds some flavour too. Well, that pizza really hit the spot. I'm giving that a solid 9 out of 10. Actually, no, 10 out of 10 for the price. Got a nice little breakfast table laid out. Right, I've checked out. But I have plenty of time before my flight, so I can explore Gallarate for a bit. Interesting, a model of the old town. Nice little water feature. And here's the local supermarket. This place is massive. Across the entire aisle of pasta. Might even get a second aisle. Just bought a few essentials, not much else. Yeah, very good store. Here's a nice little canal, river, whatever it is. I think it's a canal. That's the pizzeria I earlier. Highly recommend. As far as I know, that's the cheapest pizzeria you can get in northern Italy. Decided to dine here for lunch before heading to the airport.
Now that is quality extra virgin olive oil. The bread is just and yeah, that's just water. Don't worry about it.
It looks and smells fresh. Right, time to tuck in. Wow. Okay, that is epic.
That was probably the best pasta I've had in my life, and overall very fulfilling meal. A solid 9.5 out of 10.
Of course, you gotta finish it with coffee. And they have aspartame free sweeteners, which is a nice touch. Now this hits a spot. Definitely recommend that place. The €10 menu was great. And I paid exactly €10. I didn't even need to pay coperto or anything. Definitely a hidden gem. But now to head back to the train station so I can get to Malpensa Airport. So I'll get a train to the airport. Well, a rail replacement bus, but you get the idea. Well, I'll be catching my flight back to Manchester, so see you all in the next video.